This is Melody, and tonight you don't need to search for anything. You don't need to become anything. You don't need to fix what you're feeling. You're allowed to arrive exactly as you are. Let your breath slow, not because you force it to, but because your body realizes it doesn't have to hold itself so tightly right now. In and out. Soft, easy, natural. Let your shoulders melt. Let your jaw loosen. Let the space around your heart soften just a little more with every breath. You're safe here. Not because nothing has ever hurt you, but because in this moment, nothing is asking anything of you. You don't have to prove yourself here. Feel the surface beneath you supporting your body, holding your weight without effort. You are allowed to be held, and as your breath settles into its own gentle rhythm, you may begin to notice a quiet stillness gathering around you. Not silence, but peace. The kind of peace that feels like being wrapped in something warm, like the world has slowed down just enough for you to finally rest inside it. You have always been this worthy. You're not here to become more worthy. You're not here to earn anything. You're here to remember what has always been true about you, even when you forgot. And in this calm, softened space, where your body is safe and your breath is slow, a gentle awareness begins to stir. A feeling that something beautiful is waiting to be revealed. Not outside of you, but within a deeper layer of your knowing. You don't need to reach for it. You don't need to imagine it yet. Just allow yourself to feel curious, the way you might feel standing at the beginning of a story, knowing that something meaningful is about to unfold. This is the beginning of remembering. Your awareness begins to drift now, not away from your body, but into a softer, dreamlike state where imagination and intuition move together. And in this space, where effort is no longer needed, where becoming gives way to remembering, you sense a gentle shift in the air around you, as if the world is preparing to open into something more. The stillness around you begins to shift, not in a sudden way, but like the quiet change that happens just before the sun rises. The air feels softer, lighter, and you sense that you are no longer in the same place you were a moment ago. Not because you moved, but because the space around you has changed. You're standing now at the edge of something new. Not new in the sense of unfamiliar, but new in the sense of long awaited. A gentle mist drifts through the air, not thick, not heavy, just enough to soften the edges of everything. And as you breathe it in, you feel the day behind you beginning to fade. The expectations, the comparisons, the quiet pressure to be more, do more, give more. All of it loosens its hold. You don't have to carry that with you. Ahead of you, through the mist, a soft glow begins to appear. Not bright, not demanding, just steady and inviting. It doesn't call to you. It simply waits. And somehow you know this is not a place you're being led to. It's a place you're remembering how to reach. You have walked this way before in your own becoming. You take a gentle breath, and without effort, without decision, you begin to drift forward. Not walking yet, just moving with the quiet current of the moment. And as you move, you feel something important. You're not leaving yourself behind. You're not escaping your life. You're simply stepping into a layer of awareness where truth becomes easier to see and kindness toward yourself becomes natural. It is safe to see yourself clearly now. The mist begins to thin, and you notice the ground beneath you taking shape. A soft, glowing path stretching gently forward. Not narrow, not uncertain, but wide enough to walk with ease. And as you stand at the beginning of this path, you feel something settle in your chest. A quiet readiness, not urgency, not pressure, just a sense that you're exactly where you need to be at exactly the right moment in your story. Behind you, there is nothing you need to revisit right now. Ahead of you, there is nothing you need to rush toward. There's only this path and the knowing that each step will unfold gently at the pace your heart can receive. So for a moment, you simply stand here, breathing, feeling the quiet invitation of what comes next. And when you're ready, the journey will carry you forward. You begin to walk along the glowing path, not with effort, but with a feeling of gentle unfolding. Each step feels supported, as if the ground itself is meeting you halfway. The path curves softly through the mist, and with every few steps, the air grows clearer, brighter, and more open. As you move forward, memories begin to surface. Not sharp, not painful, just quiet impressions of moments when you gave more than you received, when you waited longer than you should have, when you softened yourself so others would stay comfortable. You're not here to judge those moments. You're simply noticing them with tenderness and understanding, like reading the earlier chapters of your own story. The path continues, and you feel how each step is carrying you, not away from those memories, but through them, as if they're gently dissolving into the light beneath your feet. You notice now how much strength it took to keep loving, to keep hoping, to keep showing up, even when you weren't always met in the ways you deserved. And instead of shame, what rises in you is respect for your heart, for your courage, for the part of you that kept believing in your own becoming. There was never anything wrong with your hope. The path begins to slope downward now, and you feel a change in the air. Cooler, smoother, as if you're approaching water. And soon the path opens onto a quiet shore. Before you stretches a vast, still lake, its surface smooth as glass, reflecting soft starlight and gentle color. And resting at the water's edge, waiting as if it has always known you would arrive, is a boat made entirely of crystal. Not sharp, not fragile, but smooth, luminous, alive with quiet light. It seems to glow from within, as though it carries wisdom in its very structure. You understand without being told. This boat does not move by force, it moves by trust. You are allowed to be carried now. You step into the crystal boat, and as you do, you feel the way it recognizes you, as if it knows your weight, your history, your heart, and holds you with perfect balance. The moment you settle into the boat, the water begins to move, not in waves, but in gentle ripples of light, as if the lake itself is guiding your passage. The shore slowly drifts away behind you, and the path you walked fades into mist. You're not leaving anything important behind. Everything that matters is traveling with you. Ahead, across the shimmering water, something begins to take shape. At first, it's only a glow, a soft radiance rising from the horizon. But as the boat glides closer, you begin to see the outline of tall, luminous towers, arch windows, and walls made of living crystal. A palace, not cold or distant, but warm with light, as if it were built not just from crystal, but from remembrance and truth. This is not a place you must earn your way into. This is a place that exists for the part of you that's ready to remember who she's always been. You are welcome here. The Crystal Palace grows closer now, its reflections dancing across the water, casting gentle prisms of light that move across your body. And you feel something stirring in your chest. Not excitement, but recognition. As if a part of you has been waiting to return to this place for a very long time. The boat slows, gliding gently toward the palace steps. And as the crystal hull touches the shore, you know the next part of your journey is about to begin. You step from the crystal boat and onto the smooth, luminous steps of the palace. They're warm beneath your feet, as if the light itself is welcoming you forward. Tall crystal doors open silently, not because you pushed them, but because you arrived. And as you pass through, you enter a vast, glowing hall. The walls, the ceiling, even the floor beneath you are made of living crystal. Not cold, not sharp, but softly radiant, like light given form. And as you stand in the center of this beautiful space, the crystals around you begin to shimmer, not reflecting your outer appearance, but reflecting moments from your life. Not scenes meant to shame you, but memories meant to be understood. You see times when you stayed quiet to keep the peace. Times when you waited for someone to choose you. Times when you doubted your own worth and asked yourself if you were asking for too much. And as each memory appears, your heart remains calm. There is no judgment here, only gentle awareness. You are learning how to love. The crystals do not accuse you. They do not blame you. They simply show you the truth with compassion. You are not unworthy. You were unaware of how precious you were. And there is a difference. You were never lacking. You were becoming. Now the crystals begin to respond to your awareness. You feel old beliefs rising gently to the surface. Beliefs like I have to earn love. I should be grateful for whatever I receive. I shouldn't expect too much. You don't have to analyze them. You don't have to fight them. You simply allow them to float up like soft mist leaving your body. And as they rise, the crystals around you begin to glow more brightly, as if they're ready to receive what you no longer need to carry. You don't have to hold this anymore. One by one, those old ideas drift outward and dissolve into the crystal light. Not erased with force, but absorbed with kindness. And in the space they leave behind, something new begins to form. The crystals now reflect back to you a different truth. Not spoken in words, but felt in your body. A truth that says, you're not too much. You're not asking for too much. You're not meant to settle for less than respect. You're meant to be met. You feel these new reflections settling into your chest, into your shoulders, into the way you hold yourself. Your body responds. Your posture softens, yet becomes stronger, as if you're learning how to stand in your own value, without tension, without armor, just dignity. The hall grows quieter now, the reflections fading into a gentle glow, as if the crystals are saying, "We have shown you what you needed to see. Now it's time to remember who you are." And you sense, somewhere deeper within the palace, a warmer light waiting. A place not for reflection, but for meeting. Meeting the part of you who has always known your worth, even when you forgot. And you feel yourself being gently guided toward that inner chamber, where a soft, steady fire glows, and the next chapter of your journey begins. You move deeper into the crystal palace now, through softly glowing corridors that curve like gentle spirals, each step carrying you farther inward and closer to yourself. The light shifts here. It becomes warmer, richer, more golden, and soon you enter a quiet, intimate chamber. At the center of the room, a hearth glows with a soft, steady fire. Not a roaring fire, not flickering wildly, but calm, constant, and strong. The kind of fire that does not need to prove its warmth. It simply is. You feel its gentle heat reach your skin, settling into your muscles, melting any last tension you didn't realize you were holding. And then you become aware that you're not alone in this room. Across from you, standing in the golden light of the hearth, is a woman who feels instantly familiar. Not because she looks like you, but because she feels like home. This is the version of you who knows her worth. Not in a loud way, not in a defensive way, but in a quiet, unshakable way. She stands with relaxed shoulders, open posture, steady breath. Nothing about her is reaching outward. Nothing about her is shrinking inward. She is simply present within herself. This is who you are becoming. As you look at her, you notice how different this feels from the old idea of worth. There's no comparison here, no competition, no need to be chosen. Her worth does not come from being wanted. It comes from being whole. She does not chase, she chooses. She steps closer now, slowly, with calm confidence, and you feel no fear, only recognition. As if you are finally meeting a part of yourself that has been quietly guiding you all along. She places one hand gently over her heart, and you feel the same warmth bloom in your chest. Not excitement, stability. Not intensity, peace. This is what it feels like to be settled in yourself. You understand without words. This version of you does not accept half love. She does not stay where she is not respected. She does not bend herself to be easier to keep. Not because she's hard, but because she's whole. And wholeness does not negotiate its own value. You are allowed to expect to be treated well. She reaches out now and places her hand gently over yours. And in that moment, something shifts. A deep, quiet certainty settles into your nervous system. You no longer feel the urge to prove your worth. You no longer feel the pull to wait for permission. You simply know you are enough to stand where you are. You are not waiting to be chosen anymore. Slowly, without force, without effort, you feel her presence beginning to blend into you. Not merging as two separate beings, but aligning like two versions of the same truth, finally settling into the same space. Her calm becomes your calm. Her steadiness becomes your steadiness. Her self-respect becomes your natural posture in the world. And you realize you're not meeting your worth. You're remembering it. is worthy. And as this knowing settles into your body, the hearth grows brighter. Not because something is ending, but because something is ready to be activated. A deeper layer of embodiment. A new way of walking through your life. The palace has one more chamber to open for you. A place where this knowing becomes fully anchored into your identity, your energy, your future. You and your worthy self move together now, not as two, but as one unified presence, following a softly glowing passage deeper into the palace. The air here feels different, charged but calm, alive but steady. And soon you enter a wide circular chamber made entirely of crystal light. The floor beneath you pulses gently, like a slow, peaceful heartbeat. The walls shimmer with subtle patterns, not sharp, not geometric, but flowing like waves of quiet knowing moving through space. This is the activation chamber. Not a place of effort, but a place of alignment. You step into the center of the room, and as you do, the crystal beneath your feet begins to glow. A soft light rises gently around your body, not lifting you, not surrounding you, but weaving through you. Let yourself receive. The light moves first into your heart, and you feel it opening, not with vulnerability that aches, but with trust that feels strong. This is where your worth anchors as lovability, not conditional, not temporary, but constant. You are worthy of love that stays. The light continues downward into your solar plexus, the center of your self-respect and personal power. Old patterns of over-giving, over-explaining, over-accommodating softly dissolve. In their place, a calm confidence settles in. You no longer need to convince anyone of your value. You are allowed to take up space. The light flows into your root, deep into your sense of safety, and you feel something profound happen. Your body no longer braces for abandonment. It no longer prepares for loss as a default. Instead, it settles into belonging. Not belonging to others, but belonging to your own life. You are safe to stay with yourself. Now the light rises again, moving through your spine, through your throat, clearing old hesitations about speaking your truth, about saying no, about expressing your needs. Your voice aligns with your dignity. Your needs matter. The light reaches your mind, quieting old loops of doubt. The thoughts that once asked, "Am I too much? Am I asking for too much? Should I expect less?" Those questions fade. They're replaced with something simple and steady. I expect to be treated well. Your standards are allowed. And finally, the light opens gently at your crown, not pulling you upward, but connecting you to a deeper sense of guidance. The knowing that you don't have to force your path. What is meant to meet you will recognize you in your worth. You're no longer invisible to what is meant for you. Now all of this light, heart, power, safety, voice, clarity, guidance begins to harmonize. You feel it as a gentle hum through your entire body, not activating, but stabilizing, as if your system is learning a new baseline. Self-respect, self-trust, self-worth, not as ideas, but as identity. This is who you are now. You feel this new identity settling into your posture, your breath, the way you hold yourself, the way you walk into rooms, the way you will choose relationships, the way you will spend your time and energy. Your life will meet you differently now because you will meet your life differently. And the palace responds. The light in the chamber slowly softens, not because the activation is ending, but because it's complete. And from this place of embodiment, a quiet stillness follows, where the new truth can settle gently and deeply. The activation chamber grows quiet now, not empty, but peaceful. The crystal light softens into a gentle glow, like embers after a fire that has done its sacred work. And in this stillness, your body begins to rest inside its new knowing. You place one hand over your heart and one over your belly, and you feel how steady you are, how present, how grounded in yourself. The whispers begin to move through you now, slowly, like warm air drifting through open windows. Not loud, not insistent, just true. You do not have to earn your place in this world. Your shoulders relax. Choose what nourishes you. A warmth settles into your ribs. You're not meant to stay where you're not valued. Your breath deepens. You are worthy of consistency. Your heart beats slowly and evenly. Your chest softens. You're worthy of being prioritized. A quiet dignity settles into your posture. Now the whispers move lower, anchoring into your foundation. You're safe to expect more. You're safe to walk away from less. You're safe to choose yourself. Your body receives these truths without resistance. And now the whispers rise again, moving gently upward through your body. You do not have to convince anyone of your value. You do not have to compete for love. You are already enough. Your heart rests open but protected, held by your own self-respect. You are allowed to say no. You are allowed to say yes to yourself. Your boundaries are loving. Your voice aligns with your truth. You trust your knowing. You trust your timing. You trust yourself. Your thoughts grow quiet, settling into calm clarity. And now the whispers gather around your whole body like a soft, invisible cloak of dignity and peace. You walk in your worth. You live from your worth. Let these truths settle, not as effort, but as identity. No forcing, no striving, just remembering who you are. And in this deep, gentle stillness, your body begins to prepare to return to your everyday world, not leaving this knowing behind, but carrying it with you in every choice you make. The stillness in the chamber begins to soften, and you sense once again the gentle presence of the palace around you, not pulling you away, not closing its doors, but quietly reminding you that what you have received here belongs to you now. You move slowly back through the crystal corridors, your steps calm, your breath steady, carrying this new sense of self-respect, not as something fragile, but as something settled deep within your body. When you reach the palace entrance, the crystal boat is waiting for you once more. Not because you must leave what you found inside, but because you're meant to carry it forward into your life. You step into the boat, and as you settle in, the water begins to move again, smooth and luminous beneath you. The palace slowly drifts into the distance, its light still visible, not fading, but gently becoming part of the horizon. You're not losing anything, you're integrating everything. You carry your worth with you now. As the boat glides across the water, you begin to sense your everyday world returning, not rushing in, but meeting you softly. And you realize something important. You will walk into your life differently now. You will listen to your own needs. You will honor your energy. You will expect to be treated with respect, and you will no longer apologize for that expectation. Not with anger, but with quiet certainty. You choose what chooses you. You feel this truth settling into your future choices, into the way you will say yes, into the way you will say no, into the way you will recognize what is aligned and what is not. Your worth will guide you, not loudly, not dramatically, but steadily, like a calm compass inside your chest. The shore comes into view now, the soft glow of the path returning, the familiar calm of your breath grounding you gently. And as the boat touches the edge of the water, you step out, back onto solid ground, not as the same person who began this journey, but as someone who now walks with self-respect woven into her very being. You feel your body here, your breath here, your presence here. You're not floating in a dream. You're awake inside your own life. You belong to yourself. And from this place, where worth lives not as a thought, but as a felt truth, you're ready to return fully, bringing this knowing with you into every moment that follows. And now there's nothing more you need to do. Nothing more you need to become. Everything that needed to shift has already begun to settle. Your worth is not something you have to remember all the time. It's something your body now recognizes. Your heart now trusts. Your choices will now reflect. So for these next few breaths, just rest. Let your shoulders stay soft. Let your breath stay slow. Let yourself enjoy the quiet after becoming. Exactly as you are. You may notice a gentle calm in your chest, a steadiness in your belly, a quiet confidence behind your eyes. These are not fleeting feelings. They're signals that your system has integrated something true. You're no longer asking the world to tell you who you are. You're standing inside your own knowing. You trust yourself now. And as your awareness begins to return fully to your body, to the room around you, to this moment in your life, know this: you do not leave this journey behind. You carry it forward in the way you protect your peace, in the way you choose your relationships, in the way you honor your energy and your time. Every decision you make from here will be guided by a deeper sense of self-respect, not forcefully, but naturally. You choose what honors you. When you're ready, begin to gently move your fingers, your toes, your shoulders, just enough to remind your body that you're here, you're present, and you're safe in this moment. Take one slow breath in and let it out softly. And before you open your eyes, place one hand over your heart and feel the steady rhythm there. This is your worth. Quiet, constant, unshakable. And from my soul to yours, thank you for allowing me to guide you on this journey. May you walk forward with dignity and grace. May you trust your own timing. May you continue choosing yourself with softness and strength. Until our next journey together, be gentle with your heart and remember, you are worthy of a life that meets you with respect. This has been a moment of remembering with Meditations by Melody.